So this is Ray from Super Monster Party, and you're listening to the Brutally Delicious Podcast.
1, 2, 3, 4. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast.
What's up, everybody? I am Dark Mason with Brutally Delicious. I am talking here with Ray from Super Monster Party. Dude, how the hell are you?
Good, man. How you doing?
We are on 70,000 tons of metal. I'm doing well, thanks. Yes. Sorry, I'm such a moron. So yeah, we are at sea right now, somewhere between the United States and Jamaica. Mm-hmm. You just did your first set of the cruise. You feeling good?
Yeah, man. Feeling good. Just ready to take a day off in Jamaica and then perform on Sunday. So yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, interesting. So I was really lucky. I got to review Rage Quit. I think it was about a month and a half, 2 months ago. I don't remember when it dropped, but it was like latter half of the year, right?
Yeah.
So, and then Wild, like a couple weeks later, you're announced, and I'm like, I know this band.
Cool.
So,
cool.
Yeah. Totally loved it. And I guess like the main things I'd want to talk about is like I guess this genre as a whole. Like, do you have like a label for yourself, like Nintendo Core, just metal, like?
No, we're just. I don't think we have. I just like to think of us as, I guess, video game inspired metal or video game metal. We don't do covers; we do original songs, but it's metal. It's different elements of metal, all kind of meshed in together. Whatever fits the song. For the theme that we're going for each one. So, but I would say we're video game metal. I would put us in that category.
Sure. Something that was like hitting me when I was listening to the album is that if you gave like different lyrics to, I don't know, maybe half the songs,
right,
you could have passed them off as like, I don't know about like Rhapsody, but like some kind of power metal band. If you like write it about like slaying dragons and
right,
they're not in Skyrim,
yeah,
like,
yes.
So what are your main influences going into this?
Oh man, so my biggest influence with this record was I wanted to do something that had elements of power metal and elements of punk. So I'm a big fan of like Rhapsody. That's one of my favorite bands. I do. And then the Misfits are another big band of mine. So I was like, okay, and like Andrew WK. And so I was like, if we can combine like symphonic and power metal elements of Rhapsody with like catchy choruses and kind of like little breakdowns and things like that people can chant with, like Andrew WK or like the Misfits. I was like, we can gel that together. So that's basically what I did, and it's kind of working out. So,
are you the primary songwriter?
Yeah, I'm the songwriter and lead singer of the band.
I know you're the lead singer. I already saw you,
but
I guess for our viewers, or listeners actually.
Yes.
So, cool. That's so funny that like, you bring up like the Misfits and stuff, because I was gonna specifically ask like Blue Hurricane. That one seems like pretty power metal inspired.
Yes.
Excuse
yes.
me. But like This Is Doom, like the kill, shoot to kill.
Right.
Like that, is that like a Misfits thing? Like where's that one coming from?
No, that was more of like a new metal. Andy was the primary writer on that particular song. And Andy comes more from like a new metal, death metal kind of background. So we did that. I wrote the choruses on that, but I wanted something that was chanty. Doom is something that is very chanty, and I don't know what the inspiration was for that, but I know like Andy had most of the riffage and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, cool. It needs like a sing-alongy chorus, So we did that. But yeah, no, it was cool. It was like thrashy new metal kind of style. Probably the heaviest. Well, the second heaviest song we have under besides One Wing Angel, which that was pretty heavy.
Is that the one that had Ty Christian on it?
Yeah. That was more black metal, so that's like a black metal meets power metal mashup. So that was pretty cool. It's one of my favorite songs. We'll be playing that one tomorrow.
Oh really?
Yeah, on Sunday. Yeah, we'll be playing those.
Oh, I don't care, but but still, no, awesome.
Yeah,
so you are doing are you doing like two wildly different sets or just?
Slightly different.
Okay.
Yeah, slightly different sets. Yeah. But yeah, some of the core songs, like the popular songs, will be there. But we're switching a couple of songs here and there. So cool. Yeah.
Where are you guys based out of?
So the band on the record is based. So me, Emilio, Andy, we're based out of South Florida. Ole is based out of the Ukraine. And Fern is based out of San Antonio, Texas. So we're from all over the place. My current lineup we're all based out of South Florida, so we're all local.
Sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry, that was just a quick diversion.
No,
So,
not at all. Yeah.
When you were writing these songs, because I was like thinking about this in the audience, like, do you start out and say, okay, it's time to write a song about Castlevania, or do you write the song and then say this one works for that game?
Yeah. So I used to have this thing where I was like, all right, I want to write like a Mortal Kombat song, and then you're writing it, and then like lyrically you can't make it work, and it just doesn't feel right. So I had a song that's on our Game Genie record called "Destroy All Humans." And that particular song, initially, I was trying to write a song for Dead Space, and then when I was listening to it, I was like, man, it's too poppy. I was like, when you think of Dead Space, you think of like scary and shock, and so I can't do that. So we ended up using it as Destroy All Humans as a game, and then I ended up writing another song, which was Dead Space inspired, and it worked out. So. But yeah, that happens all the time. Now I just kind of let it flow. I'll write something, and then I'll see how it kind of all lines up, and we go from there.
So, yeah, interesting. That DDR one though, like, did that like actually evolve naturally? I swear, I was thinking to myself, he had to have intended to have written a dance song here.
No. So that initially was going to be like a thrashy, song, and then I was kind of like joking with Andy, and I was like, hey man, like we should add like some like techno elements or something on it, and we just did that, and then the kind of like the chorus wrote itself, and then I was like, yeah, but we don't want it to sound just like that, like there needs to be some more elements, so we added more of like that breakdown after the second chorus, kind of like and did stuff like that. But yeah, it was never the intention to write a dance song. It was really just kind of happened by accident. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, and I always tell people, I was like, I'm afraid we do a lot of like death metal and like tech death metal shows, and so we're always afraid that we're gonna get like thrown off the boat or some shit. But no, people have been really receptive. They really like the song, so we're gonna keep playing it. So they seem to like it. So
yeah, I was really happy to see that crowd reception. But I mean, this is your first cruise, right?
Yeah, this is our first time on the cruise. Yeah.
So, and I like to think, like, has the reception been good, either like on or off stage?
Oh, it's been amazing, man. I mean, we had a great meet and greet. Unfortunately, we couldn't meet everybody. We only had 45 minutes to an hour, but it was cool, man. It was fun, and we're excited.
We couldn't meet everybody. That is like the biggest humble brag I've heard on this cruise.
No,
so
I mean,
I mean in the best way.
yeah. I mean, we wouldn't be doing anything that we're doing if it wasn't that people supported us and came to our shows and invested time in listening to us and discovering us. So, if that means that extra 15, 20, 30 minutes, I don't care. It's at the end of the day, it's for the fans, and so that's important. But unfortunately, it was out of our control. It was somebody else controlling that. And we had a show at 2:30, so we kind of had to run to do that. But yeah, no, it's cool, man. Everyone's been very supportive, and all things considered, that we just got announced like 3 weeks. But yeah, no, it was cool. We're having fun.
So, you were in the audience with me. I'm sorry, I don't know your bass player's name, but he was there too.
Emilio.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Yeah.
Right after you guys came Power Glove, or was there like an hour in between? I don't know. I'm off. Yeah, there was
couple hours.
Yeah, Fintroll and whatnot. But
yeah.
It's funny because they were my introduction to this stuff like 15 years ago.
Okay.
Like, they opened up for Hammerfall. And back then, it was like maybe there was vocal stuff, but on a national stage, the only bands I knew playing like video game inspired metal was them, and then if you consider them metal, the Black Mages.
Okay.
Now there's a whole slew of them. There's you guys, of course. There's like
Right.
Lame Genie. There's 8-Bit Brigade. I don't know. Look at Do you know Mad with Power, the festival?
Of course, yeah. I know Ty very well. So yeah.
Oh, you're going to be on next year?
We can't say anything yet, but hopefully we'll. Not because we can't announce anything. We just don't really know what our schedule will be next year. But we hope so. I mean, we there's definitely interested in both sides of playing it. So we'll hopefully next year we'll play it.
I think last year he did Lame Genie. This year I think it's 8-Bit Brigade. So
Yep.
But the year before that was Power Glove. So
Yeah. Those are some of my best friends, the Lame Genie guys. We actually We did the Tekken 8 main song with them. I did it with them, and then I have another single coming out. It's more so I'm doing more of like a synth wavy kind of album, and so on the first track that I'm releasing on that is actually with the guys from Lame Genie and Lacey Johnson, who's another VGM performer, and so I know those guys. I love those guys so much. So shout out to Kyle.
Yeah, I guess like we got like 1 or 2 minutes before we're gonna wrap this.
Sure.
Like, what the hell happened where, and not just video game music in particular, but like all like power metal adjacent stuff. 15 years ago, like if you told people you liked Rhapsody, they'd assume you were gonna die a virgin.
Okay.
I don't know if your experience was different, but I was told like, dude, don't tell anybody that.
Oh yeah. They were like that. Lords of the Ring metal is what we used to call them back in the day. But yeah.
And now we have like on this ship, there's like Twilight Force playing their full album, and Glory Hammers made it big. Windrose got huge. Like, and obviously the video game scene who I'm talking about, like now there's a bunch of you, and it sounds like there's a good camaraderie there. What the hell happened?
I don't know. I think people just started being able to just enjoy themselves and be themselves. And I think the metal community in general has become less judgmental. I think it's become more open-minded. I think it's a beautiful time to be a metalhead and to be in metal music because it doesn't matter if you're into black metal, death metal, grindcore, whatever you're into, power metal. People just seem to support it. If they don't like it, they don't like it, but they don't like shit on other people for liking it. When I grew up, metal was like if you were black metal, you only listen to black metal, and you only listen to Burzum and Mayhem. And now it's like you can listen to black metal and you can listen to power metal and you can infuse it or and stuff like that. So I think it's just a different time. But like Twilight Force, like those guys are some of the, I've gotten a chance to hang out with those guys for a little bit, and they're just absolutely, first of all, they're phenomenal musicians.
Oh yeah.
And I think people see that. 2, when you see a Twilight Force show, you're not worried about what's happening around you. You're sucked into this world that they're giving you, and the imagery and the poetry of their lyrics and everything. So I think that's what's changed. There's really a really nice art form to it now, and artistic art form that I don't think was there before.
Oh yeah. So they're about to kick us out.
Yeah.
But, dude, thank you so much.
Hey,
for
no
this.
problem, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.